All right, good. Wednesday morning, we are starting off with quiet conditions this morning, another nice start, and more mild. Temperatures have been comfortable today in the 40s and 50s. Notice live IMAX 12, nothing to see in the way of really even many clouds, but certainly no rain. Now, we're going to see some changes over the coming days. We are tracking our first of several rounds of severe storms and rain chances from a development or disturbance rather back off to our west this morning across the plains. That low pressure will begin to swing our way as we head into the overnight hours. That could spark off a few rain showers and storms in our Delta counties. Otherwise, we're going to stay mainly dry for us. Here's a look, though, closer to home. We are still seeing quiet conditions. We have seen a few clouds this morning, but most of us cloud-free. Blue skies again. Yesterday was a beautiful Tuesday. We'll see very similar conditions today, maybe even a little bit warmer for some places. 52 right now in Jackson. Dew points in the upper 40s. That number has steadily gone up this morning and compared to yesterday, thanks to that wind from the south at about 8 miles per hour. But we're going to see those winds gusting up to 15 or 20 miles per hour throughout the day, and that's going to fuel our environment for the ingredients necessary for those storms to really get going. Now, we don't have to worry about that today, but you'll notice a change in the temperatures, especially by tomorrow and Friday, with even 80s in the forecast. Right now, we're all in the 40s and 50s. There's a bit of a temperature variation there from our southeastern counties near 46 in Raleigh to our western counties in Vicksburg at 54, as well for Natchez and Meadville. That's likely because of maybe a few more clouds, but also some breezier winds. Overnight, when our winds are a little bit elevated and clouds are around, of course that keeps our temperatures from dropping. We call it radiational cooling overnight, but that's why temperatures are more mild this morning. So today we're going to see similar afternoon conditions, topping out in the upper 70s, even some places touching 80 degrees. Our average high is 68 this time of the year, so definitely running above that by several degrees, about 10 degrees above normal in some locations. But we are going to see those winds gusting up to 15 to 20 miles per hour. Still nothing too concerning for today. Now, those winds will be even breezier for Friday. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Tonight, though, take a look how that warming trend affects not only our afternoon temperatures, but our morning temperatures. We only drop to the upper 50s, low 60s tonight because clouds start to increase, and as expected, so does our moisture and our instability throughout the next several days. Here's a look at our high resolution model. We've been saying keep checking back for more updates the closer we get to the weekend, and that's still a good idea because there still could be some changing of the time. The timing will change likely. This is what could happen tonight, though. There's that low pressure across the plains. It's going to be moving south and east. I think the higher threat for any severe storms will be in our northwestern or back to our north and west in Louisiana and Arkansas, but north and west of the Big Black River in our Delta counties, we could see a rogue strong to severe storm producing some gusty winds or even some hail, not out of the question. Take a look at the timing, though. 3:30, 4 o'clock as it moves into the Jackson metro, and it really fizzles out. We'll lose some of that instability and the ingredients for any severe weather, and that's why the threat is not high for our region tonight, although there's still that chance, so keep it in mind. And we could see a couple lingering showers or storms early Thursday, and clouds increase. We're dry as we head into your Friday afternoon, but gusty winds. So overnight Wednesday into Thursday, we have a marginal risk. That graphic is actually the one we used for yesterday, so it's a marginal risk for just our Delta County, so 1 out of 5 risk for tonight and early tomorrow morning. Here's the timing on the second round. So keep in mind we have several rounds of storms that will be rolling through. The first one tonight, but a lower end risk really don't think we'll see the impacts across our region. Friday night and Saturday, those risks are going to be higher. We're going to see likely all the ingredients in place. We have the fuel, we have the instability and the shear. Now the question is, how far is that warm front going to lift? Are we going to be in the warm sector in central Mississippi? So stay weather aware Friday, but I think by Saturday those storms are going to be even more potent. So that's the day we need to stay weather alert. So here's a breakdown for you. Your 5-day rain forecast. We're dry for the day Wednesday. Enjoy it while it lasts. Thursday though, morning showers could linger, even a couple storms. Now Friday, those storms will roll in late Friday evening into the overnight hours. Saturday could be even in the midday afternoon hours into the early evening, but I think by late Saturday night it is out of here, and Sunday is clear and quiet. So here's a look at Friday night's risk. Notice lower a risk the further south you are. So in the Pine Belt and Pike and Walthall County, you're under a marginal risk, but from about Highway 84 to areas north of I-20, we're under a level 2 out of 5 slight risk. That includes the Metro, Vicksburg, Forest, Port Gibson, McGee, and our far northern counties, so Humphrey over to Attala County, including Holmes County, will be in a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk. And that is where we could see all modes of severe weather possible, including damaging winds and tornadoes, but we're going to see an even higher risk on Saturday. Level 3 enhanced risk is actually issued for the entire region, and this has been expanded further north and west to include the majority of our region. So compared to yesterday, we're looking at even higher threat. So here's the timing for you on your Friday into Saturday. Early Saturday morning, that front's approaching our western counties, and then we're seeing it by midday into the afternoon, likely rolling through the metro, but in the evening hours, moving into our eastern counties. So something we may be watching all day long. We're talking about 2 to 3 inches of rain on average, but some folks get closer to 4 inches, especially within those stronger thunderstorms. So here's a breakdown of your 8-day forecast. We're quiet today, and it's likely going to be our last day of quiet weather. 80s return for highs on Thursday, and especially Friday, we're in the mid-80s, and again, those winds will be very blustery on Friday, and Friday night, that's when you need to stay weather aware. The chance for some stronger to severe storms in the forecast. Saturday, those severe storms will be likely. All modes again possible, including tornadoes, some of which could be strong. By Sunday, quiet weather returns, and St. Patrick's Day, we'll see highs near 70 degrees with